All right, all right. Woo! All right, everybody's going to know your name at the end of this webinar. All right, hello everyone, and welcome to our webinar today. I guess we give it a couple of minutes so everyone can join and listen to those beautiful beats. So, wanted to introduce myself. My name is Ben Salami. I'm the founder and CEO of Bendigi Technologies, a software development company specializing in the mortgage industry. And on the call here, we have Miss Forsyth, our director of SaaS.
Hi, everyone. Said hello to a few people in the chat, but hi, everyone.
Hello, hello. Okay, let's get started today. So I'm just going to share my screen with you. Okay, there we go. All right, so today's topic is web calculators. So let's, just before we get started, I wanted to show you something. If you find that our little avatar, our actual video is kind of small in the corner, you can actually extend that. It's a zoom feature. So you can split the screen however you wish, so you could see us more clearly. It's a little slider, and you can slide it to the size you want. And just to kick it off, we were actually wondering what your thoughts are on search keywords. So we created this little poll, and we want to see what people come up with. Let me launch that quickly just to get you guys started here. The poll asks, which keyword do you believe is most popular? Let's see what people think. Of course. And don't forget, it is a web calculator webinar. I just gave you a hint, but this is exactly what we thought. Let's end the poll and see the results. There it is. So the majority of you on the call believe that lowest rates is a better keyword, most popular. And number two, we got best rates. Of course, people may be searching what is the best rate. And on the third spot, we have mortgage calculator, and then nobody searches for loan calculators. Let me show you the actual results. This is Google Ads. This is a keyword planning tool that Google provides to those of you who want to advertise. And when you ask Google, what is the popularity or searchability of these keywords, you can see a whooping 100,000 to 1 million searchers per month on the word mortgage calculator. That's about 1,000 times more than best rates. So this goes without saying that mortgage calculator is actually the winning keyword, which is pretty interesting. Now, you might say to yourself, well, Ben, this is monthly searches, and you only checked January to April. I'm not sure. I'm not convinced. Same as you, I wasn't convinced. So I looked at Google Trends. So Google Trends is another tool that Google provides that shows you the trends across a time period. And I just went all the way up past 5 years. And I was looking at that, and wow, look at the blue is the mortgage calculator, and the red is the lowest mortgage rate. But people are not searching lowest rates or best rates. They're more searching mortgage calculator. And this is maybe because people want to do it themselves. What does happen if you search mortgage calculator? Let's just give it a shot. Search for mortgage calculator. Okay, let's skip all the sponsored area because those guys are paying the big bucks to be here. Let's just look at the organic traffic here. Obviously, number one, we got Government of Canada. They are looking to educate consumers. It makes sense. Then we got RBC, biggest bank of Canada, and they are spending billions in technology and marketing and SEO. Then we have CMAC, of course. We also have RateHub, and that's also not very surprising. RateHub has been doing SEO since the beginning of time. They have these amazing widgets that brokers and realtors have added to their website. They have over 1 million backlinks to their site. So whenever you're adding a widget of RateHub on your site, you're adding one to the count. But RateHub has amazing blogs, so it totally makes sense that Google indexes them up. And then we got TD Bank, Scotia, CIBC, and Realtor.ca. So that's the mortgage calculator search. You might think to yourself, well, I'm not here to compete with RBC, or my SEO is not that strong. And you're right, it's not.
I'm so glad you said that, Ben. I was wondering where you were going with that and thinking, I don't want to compete with those guys.
But in reality, search is not how most people find you. It's a referral business. You worked so hard. You have this amazing personality. You generally help clients with their finances. So referrals is the key. From past clients, from realtors, word of mouth, maybe friends and family, your social posts, even your mobile app can generate leads and bring new people to you. Maybe you're part of social clubs, maybe you're doing a lot of networking, volunteering at certain places, and even leads you invested in. That's how people find you. And trust me when I say this, when people find you, they will research you. They'll go on your Facebook, they'll go on your Instagram, they look at all your pictures, try to read up your whole life story, and they will 100% of the time land on your website, right? Of course, they want to read up on you, this great mortgage broker who they got referred to. And you know, mortgage broker websites inherently are boring. There's lots of text, stock images like this one that I posted, lots of text about services we offer, things we do. Maybe you have some testimonials. You should have some testimonials. And that's it. So, but what do clients do on your website? Remember what we just learned. I didn't show you the SEO for no reason. It's a good insight in what people are looking for, what they want. And if they're not finding what they want on your website, where would they go? They'll Google it. They'll Google that. And you saw what waits for them there. Clients are looking to be empowered. The challenge is not so much anymore, how do we get new clients? You already worked so hard on those referrals. It's how do we stop them from leaving your site? We have to give them what they want. So what are the options here? Well, maybe you already have calculators on your website. That's great. Maybe they were free. Maybe they were super cheap. Maybe the person who built your website just added these dinky calculators and you're good to go. Maybe you just didn't know how to add more impressive calculators or tools to your website. Well, you're not alone. Other colleagues of yours, award-winning mortgage brokers, have wondered the same thing. They're looking to add the app to their website. They want to use it on their desktop. Many of colleagues have asked us over the years to build a web tool, web calculator, because they were just not happy with what's out there, the status quo. They were looking for more. The purpose of today's webinar, ladies and gentlemen, is to show you how you can add premium calculators, how easily you can add them, how you can demonstrate to your clients your professionalism, establish yourself as the trusted advisor, and that you're the best choice for them. On top of that, I will show you how you can give peace of mind to your referral partners, your realtors, when they refer your services to you, and how you can enhance their clients' experience as well as lead generation. All while you can expand your reach, establish trust, and most importantly, to strengthen the partnership between you and your referral partners. Let's see today's agenda. We have 4 things to do. First, we are going to start a free trial. You're going to follow me. We're going to do it together. Then we're going to add those embed codes that we generate to our website. And I'm going to show you exactly how I do it on WordPress, but most websites work the same. And we also have instructions as well for every platform. And then I'll show you what the customizations look like, and you're going to be super impressed. Last but not least, we do co-branding, and I'm going to show you how you can generate embed code for a realtor partner, share the embed code with them, and for them to even add it. I'll use KV Core today. I know a lot of realtors use KV Core, so we'll use KV Core as an example to host those co-branded web calculators. All right, so before I completely dive in and end my screen share, well, and my slides, are there any questions, Nadine?
We do have a question about what is a backlink?
Oh, great question. So backlink is a link to you. So for example, if you have a post and someone puts the post on their website, they'll may reference you, and that's a link back to you. When Google indexes that post of the person, they'll encounter that there is a link which links back to you. So the more links you have back to you, more references, the more strength in your content. And
So a realtor partner code is a backlink for a mortgage professional then?
possibly, depending on how the configuration looks like. Yes,
Oh, good to know.
that is a good point. Yeah. Okay, so to begin, we're going to start a free trial. It's super simple. There's two ways to get there. There's a number of ways actually. So, but I'm gonna show you two ways. So simply go to this website, admin.bandigi.com. That will be your dashboard. This is where you can go and customize things. Or you can simply go to our canadianmortgageapp.com/web. That's where you'll see the features of the web calculators and some testimonials as well. But admin.bandigi.com is the dashboard. If you don't have an account, simply click on sign up. Walk through this. This is a 7-step wizard that will do two things for you. It will generate your first embed code that you can use for your website. And second, it will create an account for you at the same time so that you can log into the dashboard later and make customizations. I'll show you the first couple screens. I'm not going to go completely through it. So there's two options here. Trial. We obviously want the trial. If you're ready to upgrade, we'll have a link at the end of this webinar. Some of the features I'll show you is only available in our premium. Go next, put in your domain, for example, CanadianMortgageApp.com. This could be your domain, doesn't need HTTPS, it doesn't need any other slashes at the end. We just want the domain. And just so you know, the calculators are registered to this domain. So no one can actually take your embed code and plug it in their own website. It will restrict them. This is for your security, as well as because you are paying for the premium, you want to protect the usage of it. And of course, your branding as well, because you don't want people to just take it. Choose your platform. This really has no impact to what it is, because we just want to be able to send you platform-specific instructions. So if yours is not there, just put other, it's fine, and continue. Choose your branding. You can select your hex codes here. All this is customizable later. Fill it up, your first name, last name, company, and then here's where you create an account. So choose your username and password and then accept. At the end of this, you'll get a embed code. And I'm just going to show you how it looks after you log in. You can also create codes inside your dashboard. So this is our dashboard here. This is how yours is going to be. It's going to show you analytics. It's going to show you how much usage you're getting, how many requests or calculations, if you wish. There's the average amount daily calculation. So you kind of see your traffic, unique sessions, and this is the number of unique users. So you can actually see here that on this day, on May 29th, we've had about 4,000 unique visitors to the mortgage calculator page. which is incredible. So let's move on to embed codes. I already have 4 embed codes. I have it in different parts of the website, configured differently, but I'm going to create a new one so you can see the steps. So let's use the same domain, CanadianMortgageApp.com. I'll choose my branding, and actually I want to show you how I pick colors. Let's go to the page. So I'm going to be adding it to this empty page. And of course, in WordPress, you will add a new page. In other platforms, you create a new page and you'll be able to edit it. So here's my page, and I'd like to use the same colors system here for my web calculator. So I will use a thing called, on the Mac, it's called Digital Color Meter, and it looks like this. You can technically grab a color code from anywhere on the site, like even wherever you are. So I'll just go here and I'll have my short key, which is Shift Command C. It will literally copy the hex code, but you can always get it here. Just make sure that you can grab the colors. Copy colors text, Shift Command C. So I copied it back to our admin. So I'm gonna put this one in here, paste, and I'll make the button color the same. That always looks good. And for the secondary color, let's see what we can use here. What color should I pick? Color meter again. I'll try to get the red from the Canadian Mortgage App flag here. There we go. So I got that. Let's put it in here. This is it. That's how fast it was. Now, all I have to do is copy this code, and I can just copy like this. I can press the button, go to your web page. And so I already have a page here. It's in edit mode right now. So I'll just change this to mortgage. Calculators. In this section, I'll put in HTML. So that's usually the way to do it, like a code snippet. And I'll just paste it in here. Boom. This is how fast it was. Imagine, I just literally went through one screen and now I have these beautiful calculators on my website. And all I have to do is save the page, publish it, and let's refresh it here and see how it looks like.
I love that you showed that. I can't tell you how many people have booked meetings with me and said, I don't know how to get a code or embed a code. And it's so nice to see that it's easily done.
It's so simple.
It's your website. It's not a pop-up or
oh yes, that's the other feature of this. You're totally right. When you embed these calculators, they're branded to your site and they're just sort of burned into your website. They're not a pop-up or someone else's domain. It looks like someone built this specifically for your site. There's no loading indicators, no dinky logos. It's all you. And the good thing is you can customize this fully, however you wish. So let's just go through some of the quick features here. So obviously this is the mortgage calculator here. You can move the sliders. You can see the amortization table here by view schedule. Just tap on, you can download the report. Let's move on to the purchase calculator. So this one includes down payment. It has a minimum down payment here that you can use. It calculates it for you at the same time. When you go over $1 million, it's 20%. You can change it to accelerate biweekly, which now shows you interest savings. It's incredible. It has all the bells and whistles. And if you need more bells and whistles, it's in this settings menu where you can switch to interest-only mortgage, even change the compounding. Closing cost is national, so you can go Vancouver and see property transfer tax. Look how incredible this is too. It changes the title, the navigation itself changes based on the location. If the home is newly built, you get a rebate. Wow, that's good. If I'm a first-time home buyer, I get additional rebates. That's amazing. It does that nationally across Canada for over 100 municipalities. So this is what the trial calculators look like, these 4 calculators. But since I'm on an upgraded version, I'm going to show you how I can customize it. So this is the one I just created. So let's give it a name, webinar for identification purposes. You can see that there are tabs in here. So the first general tab is obviously the domain. I've bounded my profile on it. Let's go to the multi-tool. This is where the fun begins. So this is the same code I just copied when I created the embed code. This is coming soon, the way to organize the navigation style. But here's the fun part. These new affordability tools. Let me just add them to, let's just put them right in here. And the debt service calculator. So now, when I save changes, if you were to go to my website, you can see that there's 4 tools here right now. Of course, if I refresh, voila, I simply moved a couple boxes around and I got access to all these new calculators. So this is our maximum mortgage calculator, which aims to estimate the maximum mortgage someone can afford with the stress test. So it requires your income. You can see that the max mortgage. It even has a cool GDS TDS slider or debt service slider that it's incredible, because every other GDS TDS slider I've seen, or DSR sliders I've seen, it's only one value that's moving. This is incredible because you have GDS and TDS, completely different increments are moving simultaneously. And if you want advanced, well, click on advanced. Here you can customize the GDS TDS to the specific lender you're working with. If you want even more advanced, it's in the option menu. The settings here would allow you to use the stress test rate or the contract rate. You can even choose how much of the condo fees you want to allocate or count towards the affordability. Usually it's 50%. You can change the rental income. This is the subject rental income rule from add back to offset, and even set the percentage itself. So those are the advanced features, which is hidden away. Okay, so that was the maximum mortgage. Let's look at the required income. Also a cool feature. What is the income I need for a specific mortgage? Well, this one will tell you. You can put in your debts. It will even tell you what your GDS and TDS is right here. Your stress test rate. And something really cool, if I were to have this much income going towards my mortgage expenses and debts and home expenses, how much cash is left? This is a good number here to look at. What else is in here? So I showed you most of it. I don't want to spend too much time on the tools itself, because that is something you need to explore on your own. There's a lot of bells and whistles built in. Let's move on to the debt service. There's something I want to show you here. It's pretty cool. This is your classic GDS TDS calculator or debt service calculator, which tells you what the actual GDS TDS is. We put these, we call them common GDS TDS ratios. We put them in here so that you can sort of get a good idea of whether it falls within that range or not. So if it's red, means it doesn't fall in that range. But something really cool, if you want it to fall in this range, then you just click on this button and it will basically update the mortgage amount to the highest to comply to these GDS TDSs. So I can go up 44. So the maximum is 39 because I have no debts. But if I move this up and then move it, it will try to maximize this at 44 and also change the mortgage amount for you. It's a reverse. It's almost like the stress test tool, really. Okay, so this is all for you, easily added, embedded. Let's see some other customizations here. For example, I see the default location is Toronto. Well, I live in Vancouver. I actually don't personally live in Vancouver, but you may live in Vancouver. You don't want your clients to see Toronto all the time, every time. So here's where we get into customizations. So open up your admin console. go to tool defaults, default location, boom. Preset, turn it off, put in your location. Let's do Vancouver and save changes. So now every time someone comes to my website with my calculators, not only the titles have changed, but it's defaulted to Vancouver. Closing costs are using Vancouver property transfer taxes as opposed to land transfer taxes in Ontario or Toronto, actually, with double tax. So here we are. That's your location. Let's say you want to say, I want to make sure that my purchase amount doesn't start with 500, it starts with 1,500,000. And the slider goes up to 10 million. Because in my area, people are buying $10 million homes. Why not? Save changes. Okay. So now let's go to the purchase calculator again here. I just refreshed 1,500,000 and the slider goes up to 10. Everything is customizable. You don't have to call a developer and say, excuse me, prices have gone up. Could you please work out the algorithm to do this for me? And of course, you'll pay an arm and a leg and maybe a liver to do that. No, not a liver, kidney. That's the same, right? Yeah, a liver would probably be fatal. Okay, what else do we have here? Well, that's the customizations. Let me do one more thing before I show you the co-branding. It is in the call to actions. So this is pretty cool. Let's look at the calculator one more time. Call to action right now has a download report, which we will do very soon. But I want to add another button down here. And in fact, I don't want download report on it. I want apply now, because that's what I want my clients to do. Of course, if this is on your website, you already have an apply now button somewhere else, right? So don't think of the calculator as your main piece where you need to pitch your clients. Download report is a good way to collect contact information. It opens up a pop-up, person puts in their details, and let's actually do one. So let's do testing. Ben Salami, let's send it to ben@bendigi.com, just so you can see how the report looks like. Okay. So the report is on its way. I will check it in a few seconds. But before that, I want to show you how to add and customize the call to action here. So under call to action in the tab, tool defaults, I'll turn off the preset. I'll make the primary button apply now, and I make it a URL. I'll just take them to bendigi.com just for fun. And my secondary, I'm going to make that a pop-up to do the report. And I'm going to say generate report or get your report or get your free report. Save changes. So I'm expecting the big button to be applied now, goes to my web page, and your secondary button, which you don't see yet, it'll be underneath. It'll say get your free report, and it will be the report pop-up. So hopefully that will be exactly as I anticipate. It is. On all the calculators, we got this call to action. Apply now. Takes me to my webpage. Beauty. Get your free report. Does the pop-up. So you can actually customize it the way you wish. You can even say book a call. And one of them says apply now. It's really up to you. It's your way to configure and customize it. Okay, so I'll stop with this right here. And you can go through all this yourself. Before I move on, I want to show you the email I received when I generate the report. So the email, first of all, it's coming from you. So you can see in here, it's from whatever company name you've configured in the calculators and whatever email you've configured. The reply all would be the same. I used ben@bendigi, so it came to me. Also, you're copied in the email itself so that you are aware that there was a report generated from your website. It contains your signature that you can configure. And let's look at the report. Also on the report itself, yeah, so I put in quite a lot of home price here. I moved the slide all the way to the end. But here You see your branding here as well. And people have an option to download the PDF right from here. So you can see it has all the pieces that are necessary for a consumer to go over their budgeting. This is how much it costs per month. This is property taxes and heat and other expenses they input it into the tool. This is the mortgage information and some of the details here. And of course, the amortization table. So I won't go through this. It does include closing costs. Sure. I won't go through this into too much detail because we have something else to show you. Co-branding. Co-branding is going to be fun. So the situation is, referral partner says, hey, Ben, I love your calculators. Can you give me that code? Can I put it on my website? And the answer is yes, absolutely. Absolutely, because your realtor is asking for a piece of technology that you are the master at, mortgages. So why not give them a peace of mind that their website is fully capable in running numbers? And of course, you're benefiting from this as well because you're expanding your reach, you're establishing trust, you're building partnership strength. So here it is. I will show you how to do it. So for that to work, I will first, the most easiest way is to go to your realtor partner's website. That's the easiest way to start. So I'm just going to use our friend Mona here as our guinea pig to build or to offer a mortgage calculator tools, a set of tools for her, branded to her on her website. Okay, so how do we get started? Really, the minimum information you need is the website itself. You need first name, last name, you need their email, you need their phone number, and you need their company name, and everybody as a sales representative. You can update those later as well. So that is the easiest way to get started. And all you have to do is, let's put it in. So I'm going to start a different way. You can either go under team and create a team embed code. A team embed code gives you the opportunity to co-brand it or not co-brand it. Basically, it's someone else's profile, not yours. But you can choose to whether be part of that or not. So this is great for agents. If you have a couple of agents and you want to build embed codes for them, where you're not really involved, this is where you would do it. And if you have a realtor partner that you want to be co-branded with, also, this is the same place. So you can start with create a team embed code. The way I do it now is a little bit different. I go under my team and I'll create a team member. But this could be an agent or a realtor. So add a team member. Let's do Mona Delir. I'm just going to copy her email here. Phone number. Please don't call Mona because you will reach me. And Mona, okay. And what's her title? Sales rep. That's all it takes. I add a team member. Mona is in here. Now I can get in here and I can add her photo. So let's go add Mona. This is Mona. Let's save changes. Let's see what else is in here. Oh, company logo. Okay. This is her logo. And you can get the logo from Facebook. You can get it. You can get her profile picture from LinkedIn. Those are usually square and ready to go. Save changes. So now I've added a team member called Mona. Okay, let's go create a code for her because this is a much easier way. Create an embed code. So obviously Mona is not on Canadian Mortgage App. This is her domain. She's got a subdomain of RLP. And yes, let's use our color meter again to grab her colors. I'm going to use the RLP red, or actually this red. This red is much nicer. So Shift Command C, don't forget. That's how you copy the codes. So for her, I will do this color and the button this color, and kind of like the blue. Let's keep it blue and see what it looks like. Okay, next, I choose the team member, Mona. Next, now here's the option. I can do co-branding. So this will add me and her on the reports in the email. So that's pretty cool. Let's do that. And I get the option to add something underneath the call to action button in her web tools. So let's go sponsored by Ben Salami. And I'll take her directly to my apply link, which let's just assume it's bendigi.com. Or it can be your website. That's the backlink that you were talking about, Nadine. So create embed code, boom, ready to go. All I have to do is share the embed code. There we go. It's a simple code snippet. We even have instructions on our website on how to install them. So you know what? I'll send it to Mona. And for reference, I'll CC myself as well. This is how fast it was. I sent an email, I created embed code, branded to Mona with her profile. And of course, I'm going to give her a call and say, hey, Mona, I just sent you an email. This comes from me. It's an embed code branded to you. All you have to do is add it to your website. And Mona may ask, how do I do that? Well, it's in the email. There's a how to install it. Here, I'm going to show you where it is too. So this link that link in the email will go here. How to embed calculators on your website. Well, step 1 is already done. Step 2, we have videos on how to add it to WordPress, to Squarespace, to Wix, to deploy, even Roar. You can contact Roar, and Mary Gromsky from DLC has created this amazing video on how to add it to your agent site if you're part of the DLC group. So you're welcome to go through this. And I guess, Nadine, do we have a promotion for this webinar? What if I were to create one right now?
We didn't do a promotion for it, no.
I have one in mind.
Do you? Okay, sure. I'm always happy to, and we always have good options. It depends on how many installments you want to make. If you want to install monthly, that's obviously less flexible pricing wise than annual and things like that. So
I find money is hardly the issue at most times because we priced it correctly. So I mean, the installment is a great option, but today's promotion, if you will, is I will personally help you install your calculators if you upgrade today. We'll jump on a call together. I'll make sure everything is tip top, 100% perfect. We'll spend an hour together. I'll show you all the bells and whistles, but only if you upgrade today. So take a look at the trial, see if you like it, and premium support for webinar attendees. But we're not done yet here. We need to move forward. So now Mona has received that email, and I want to show you how she can install it. So I CC'd myself, if I recall. Yes, perfect. Okay, here we are. So this is the email I received. It's not the fanciest email, but I mean, you can copy and paste the code and do whatever fancy email you wish. And let's do it. Let's go to Mona's website. So obviously, I have Mona did us a favor. She gave us a little bit of access to our website so we can demo this. Starting off here is KV Core. So it's very easy to add calculators to this KV Core. The first thing you want to do is go to Web and IDX and website content. Of course, a lot of people don't have KV Core. That's fine, but this is how you would do it with KV Core. So website content, custom pages. We're going to create a new page, and just like WordPress, we'll put the source code in here. So let me go to copy this up. Don't miss anything. Paste. And I'm going to show you a little bit trick. So it's still on my clipboard, okay? Just keep in mind. Save. Okay. So I'm going to call this mortgage calculator. calculators, and we're going to make it a buyer resource, whatever that means. Save. So now I have the calculators here. Next thing I want to do is go to website settings. This is very important. I want to scroll down to custom footer. Where is custom footer? You can search footer, Control F. So here I will paste the code again, but this time I will cut it off. I will clip the first part. So only the script portion is visible. Save. Okay, so that's done. Custom navigation. Now I want to add it to the navigation. So I go to custom pages for navigation. This was mortgage calculators and save. That's it. If I were to refresh this page, I should see calculators on Mona's website. Let's see it. Woohoo! Mortgage calculators. How awesome was that? And when you click on it, wow, it's exactly what I configured for Mona. Calculator is ready to go. Let's try out the reports now, because we said those will be, let's see, and oh, testing. Get the report. Close. All right. Let's see what comes in. This is the email the client will receive. You can see it's branded to Mona, because you don't want to be branding on her website like that, especially the emails that come to them. But the cool thing is that you are copied in the same report as is Mona. So that's cool. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at the view report here. Wow, co-branded Mona and the mortgage professional together on one report. Guess what? Mona can use this for open house now. Depending on how she has it configured, she can generate a printed out, call it a feature sheet, if you will. And in later features, in later tools, we'll actually have a side-by-side comparison that's going to look more like a feature sheet with down payments and stuff. So here you are, co-branded tools for your referral partners. It's incredible, isn't it? You have to admit that this is amazing. You can do this with Mona, and you can do this many other referral partners that you work with. And each time you are expanding your reach, empowering your referral partners. What do you think? Cool, right?
So we have a question about when the refinance analyzer is going to come out. And
I can't. Yeah, that comes out later, guys. This like you guys are missing. Please don't miss the boat. Refinance analyzer will come.
also curious about
The sheer power of this is gonna give you so much.
also want to know about the compare calculator. That one I know we can
Oh, yeah.
speak a little bit more.
I think the compare calculator is coming much sooner than refi. Yeah. So if you like what you see so far, I urge you to upgrade, because once more tools come out, prices will slowly go up. But generally, if you are the type of professional that want to stand out, you want to be confident in the tools, and you want that premium online presence, we're here for you. We like to work with you, and we have making these tools available and premium because that's what we strive for. Let me share as well your calendar link. Would you like me to share that?
Yeah, sure. If anybody wants to book.
And you don't need to book to upgrade per se. I mean, it would be great, but even if you want a quick demo, or you want to talk about,
Yeah, if you want to go deeper into it too.
Yeah. This is not a sales pitch.
Or if you have a question and you want some help. I've had lots of people that just wanted help embedding the trial as well. And everybody so far that I've seen, a bunch of you have already downloaded the free trial. I'll send you the instructions again. You'll have my contact information. You can book with me through there if you need a little bit of help. It'll be my help. It's not going to be the premium help. So, but it's pretty good. I've been trained closely enough to be able to get it up and running on most of the platforms out there. And if we need to pull in some extra help, I can find it. So that's
Yeah.
more important, is if anybody needs help with the trial or they want to dig deeper and see more features, you can always book with me. I'm happy to help out.
Sounds good. Thank you so much, Nadine. And always do involve me if you need me, of course. And that will conclude our web calculator webinar.
Awesome.
So thank you everyone for joining us.